Hey, what's up, y'all? YouTube channel's Tars down again, y'all. This is Go Hard to Go Home channel. Alpha Squad, what's going on with y'all today? Hey, check this out. We're going to talk real quick, y'all, about this getting settled for a thing with women, all right? 5 signs. Welcome to 5 signs she settled for you and why you need to leave probably right now, all right? Here's the deal, guys. If you don't know about me, you're new here. This is one of your first videos. I've been watching the Manosphere for about a year. Some change now. In about 2 or 3 months, it'll be a year and a half. And I try to solve issues that the Manosphere has, but they don't solve because they just keep talking. So we're gonna do it here. I'm gonna tell you a little bit why I made this video. We're gonna go over 5 points. I'm gonna show you exactly how to know you're getting settled for, and I'm gonna tell you why you need to leave and get a solution at the end of it. So let's go. All right, y'all. Welcome. All right, all the old folks and all the new ones. So here's the deal. A lot of guys, y'all, I feel like got settled for by women. And these guys don't know that they got settled for by women. They don't understand that they got settled for. Or they do understand and nobody's making it known or calling it out. But I'm kind of doing it now. All right? It's my personal opinion. The majority of guys have been settled for by women. Okay? And when I say settled for, I mean like they wouldn't have took you if it wasn't a last ditch effort. That's what I mean. All right. No guy should want to be the guy who got settled for. All right. A lot of guys are doing it. It's the reason why the Manosphere and stuff even exists. We're finna get into this, guys. Let's start talking about these points. All right. Look, here's the first sign. All right, got 5 signs in this joker. The first one, the very first sign, and most of y'all could probably see this in yourself right now or in the relationship that you're in right now. You have to protect and provide for her, and it's non-negotiable. Not you can hook her up every now and again. Not you just paying for the dating, and she got her own stuff, and y'all, she might need some help from you every night. No, not that. You need to pay for everything, and that's non-negotiable as far as y'all being part of it. You got settled for. She didn't like you. Women don't do this shit. That you don't. This protect and provide thing, like I done told y'all in several videos, needs to come off the table because women don't want it. Regardless of some of them asking for it, they renounced this shit years ago, and now you have an economy that doesn't allow it for real, unless you're rich or you gonna sacrifice everything for her. All right. Also, for my Bible thumping guys, for my ones that's really into religious, I want to reference Proverbs 31 right here. The wife of noble character, okay? Now, I think that every man should go read that verse. And if you're listening to me right now, you should Google this verse. Proverbs 31. Read the whole thing and start talking about the wife of noble character. Read it all. This y'all don't say nothing about the guy paying for shit. If you go on reading it, in that, it sounds like a woman pays more than what a man pays. I'm just saying. And y'all know that y'all guys been watching me. Y'all know in my video Sunday sermon, I went over it and I read it, and it changed some people's perspectives. I think every man should read that verse. And if you ain't doing that, matter of fact, let me ask y'all a favor. Hit like on this and make sure, let's try to get this jump to as many people as possible because every man needs to read that verse. And if you ain't, even if you're an atheist, you need to read that verse. You need to read that verse. Women gonna tell you what the Bible's saying that you should do and all this and that, but they don't tell you about what it says they should do. That one thing right there does, and they don't say nothing about you paying, provide everything. No. Actually, if you want to know who provides the food for your house, it's your wife. That's what Proverbs 31 says. Go look it up. Says it. She get up in the middle of the night and she provide food, make sure there's food for her house and food for her servant girls. Yep, it says it. Go read it and come back and drop the comments. Let me know if I'm wrong. Let's go to point number 2. All right. But if you see that, if you seeing that, you got, look, let me go to my 3 M's real quick. Money, muscles, mind. The 3 M's of dating. Okay. There's a video on it. If you haven't learned them right now, I'm going to go over it real quick. Muscles, money, mind. Appearances, not really muscles, but appearance, then money, then how you treat them. If you went straight at money, look what finger I'm holding up. Because I'm doing these, right? If you went to number 2 first, You see that? You see what you got? Yeah. First off, you failed the attractiveness test. That's why you went number 2 first. But you see what it is, right? You see this? Do you understand what this is? Yeah, because she went to number 2 first. That's what you getting. Just pay attention to that. All right. If she worried about your money first, you failed the attractiveness test. Go find somebody else. Back to square one. You finna get settled for. All right. She take you anyway at that point. You're about to get settled for. You better run. You better run. All right. Number 2, she needs to get to know you. And this is taking a good. First off, that's BS. Because women don't do this shit. They don't do this shit. All right. Look, guys. From the first time y'all meet to the first time y'all fuck, this shit should be about 2 weeks. And that's if y'all not seeing each other every day and y'all barely getting some time together and y'all gotta space out how y'all doing things. If you seeing her every day for that first week, y'all probably gonna be fucking by 5 days. If it take any longer than that, you failed the attractiveness test and you're about to get used. Okay? That's what's happening. She don't like you. She's not attracted, but she's going to see what she can get out of you. If this shit starts taking, if sex starts taking from the first time you meet her to the time it happened, longer than 2 weeks, longer than 5 days, and y'all talking every day and meeting up every day, homie. No. Mm-mm. This is the second sign right here. When women want a man, they fuck him first, and then they figure out what's going to happen later. Y'all, hey, don't shoot the messenger. The Red Pill and the Manosphere complain about this every day when I'm watching them on the Coach Greg Adams, Kevin Samuels, Fresh and Fit, AMS, Mr. Lucario, Rolo Tomasi, all them jokers. Every last one of them complain about some shit like this every day. And if it's taking that long, you should already have known. It shouldn't even be no complaint. It should be that if it's taking longer than 2 weeks, you should already be done gone. You should be done ghosted this joker by then. Straight ghost. Because you getting ghosted. That's what's happening. You getting ghosted. You may not think that, but it is what's happening to you. You're getting ghosted. So that's number 2. That's number 2. You start seeing these signs. If you see any of them now, you need to be getting the fuck on from whatever you're doing. So let's go to number 3. Number 3, you got to initiate all or most of the contact. Phone calls, dates, sex. This person don't fucking like you. If you got to do all of that, you finna get settled for. If she still takes you after you doing all of this and she don't got nothing, you got to do all of that. You got to do all the initiating all the time. You getting settled for, guy. You getting settled for. It's time to go and cut ties and go the other way, guy. Women will talk and reciprocate back with guys they want. And if you're not getting that, you ain't somebody she want. You about to get settled for. If she's still talking to you, you about to get settled for her and she's trying to see what she can get out of you. Because I'm telling you, if they don't want nothing out of you, you're going to get sex real quick. If they want something out of you, they finna withhold that shit. That's like when you hear some of these women talk on some of these so-called channels where women are educating men, right? And they tell you that if they trying to, well, they might see potential in you as a husband. That don't make no damn sense. I'm telling you what it is. They see potential in you that you're going to pay for everything and they know the other dude ain't. And they go ahead and give him the ass because they want to fuck. They anyway, but you'll get some. See, here's the deal. If you get into any of this shit, all this stuff I'm talking about, that I get done with these 5 things, you're going to wind up in a trashy relationship and barely getting ass. Which is another complaint with the Red Pill and the Manosphere and all that stuff. The guys are winding up in jacked up relationships, but this is why. They're not telling you that you don't need to be getting settled for. You don't need to be doing the protecting and providing all this shit because women done told you. I keep telling y'all about the sexual revolution. I've told y'all about that in several videos. They don't want you to provide for them. They'll provide for themselves. And if they want you, they'll have sex with you. There's no problem with that. And guys need to start doing it that way. You want to solve the manosphere problem and the red pill problem? Quit paying for bitches and tell them, hey, you pay for yourself, and when you get ready on Friday night, come fuck on over. And you'll solve all them problems in the manosphere and the red pill. Every last one of them. Just telling you. You got to initiate everything your ass is getting settled for. And you should know that because you got to initiate all of it. At that point, because you got to do all the initiating, all the calling, all the starting, everything, the other person can't want to do the shit. They just doing it because that's what it takes. Here goes number 4, guys. I hear about this shit on this damn, there's a lot of these red pill channels and these pickup artist channels. You got to raise her interest, okay? Or get her to like you. This game shit. You can settle for. If you got to raise interest, you can settle for it, guys. If you got to do anything outside of just show the fuck up, pretty much, you about to get settled for. That's what's happening. People don't want to see it this way, but it is the truth. It's the harsh, the real so-called dark nature of this shit that these guys keep talking about. This is it. At the end of the day, this jump boils down to a sexual relationship with you and this woman, and it's got to start there. And if it don't start there, you're going to start getting all the other crap. And what I'm telling you about today is how to start there by not settling, by not taking any of this junk right here. Anything where you got, we're going to get to point number 5. Let's go to point number 5. This is going to be the best one for this. What I was just saying, this is the best one for it. Point number 5, she won't pursue you. She won't give back anything. Like I just got done telling you a minute ago, you got to do all the initiate. This motherfucker don't initiate shit. This person don't want you. You got to understand that. That is a settling. That person's about to settle for you. And when they settle for you, they're going to be unhappy. They're going to be unhappy. Think about it, guys. And we don't went over the 5 points. I want to talk real quick about getting settled for. Have you ever settled for something? And if you have, when you settled for it, were you happy? No. It wasn't what you wanted. It's a second place trophy. That's really what it is. A lot of guys, in my opinion, have accepted relationships where they're being settled for. Okay? They got to pay for the broad bills and they got to do this and that. And a lot of guys are fighting back against this protect and provide thing. Y'all need to let that shit go. Y'all better let that shit go. Because all it is you getting used. That's all marriage was in the beginning. The man getting used. You got to pay all the bills, pay all this shit. Y'all complain and cry about all the alimony and the child support. When all this shit could be avoided, is no reason even by stopping this shit. By stopping trying to do protect and provide. By stopping being the only one initiating. By stopping being the only one that's trying. That's the only way. You're not getting any respect. That's the problem. That's the problem. My solution to this. When you see any of these 5 things, you need to run. Run, Forrest, run. You need to get the fuck out of there. Because you're about to get settled for, bro. Once I start seeing some signs of you settling for me, you gonna settle, I'm out. I'm already detaching myself. Oh, she talking about just protect and provide shit. I won't tell her I don't want to do that. She probably gonna try to get me to do it anyway. But I'm probably gonna smash it on the way. Cause here's the deal, bro. Even though you saying no to all of this shit, you're gonna smash most of these chicks still anyway. It's still gonna happen. Especially if you saying no to some of this other junk. Because they already told you that they will have sex with a guy that's not going to give them anything. They've said it several times in other videos. You heard women say this. It's one of the manosphere red pill complaints that I'm solving. That women will sit there and have sex with a guy who won't provide anything for them. But they already told you you don't have to. That's why I put that as number 1. If you got to do that, if you have to do that, if you want to do that, you screwing yourself. I'm gonna tell you the truth. If you get that shit out of your system, you'll stop even getting approached or approaching women that want that. You're gonna feel their energy, and they're gonna feel yours. Get that shit out your brain. I think that's what they need. I think all the Manosphere and Red Pill channels need to be teaching that. Get this protect and provide shit out your brain, and they get just right on out. They still push it. The man provides. The man does this. The women, I tell y'all, every time I make a video, 30 or 40 years ago, they sat down. We had this conversation. Women said, "We're gonna pay for our own stuff." If you heard me talking before, you can probably mark my words right now. You already know what's gonna happen. We gonna pay for our own stuff, and if you feel like dealing with y'all, fucking with you, we'll do that. They slapped the table and got up and left. And I keep telling y'all that, and I'm gonna keep telling you that because it's what happened, and nobody's telling you, and you got to know. Most guys are failing at this because they're getting settled for as a provider male, a provider, whatever it is, provider male. But that's when guys, women settle for those. That's what they do. Mm-hmm. What I'm gonna be getting to in some of the next videos is how the provider male has been turned into this trick thing that people are looking at, because that's why a lot of people say simping. Now, I don't think that dating is simping, but I'm starting to feel like from watching this Manosphere junk and from looking at the temperature of how things are, you know what I'm saying, with the way the dating and stuff goes, that if they might be right, that if you willing to just go be paying for a chick, you probably simping. Now, I ain't talking about dating. I'm talking about like buying shit and having to help on her bills, and she need money and all the other junk. If you got to do that kind of shit in a relationship, bro, you probably getting settled for it, and you are getting used. We're gonna get into some more videos, but y'all drop the comments. Let me know what y'all think. If y'all ain't got subscribed yet, go ahead and do that and hit like, subscribe, share. And share this junk to other guys and tell other guys, especially about that Proverbs 31 thing, guys, because I think all men need to read that. If you're an atheist, you need to go read that. If you're dealing with women, you need to go read that, because they follow books like the Bible and other things like that when it comes down to what they think a man should do to with a woman, but they ain't with the red parts of what they're supposed to do. They ain't done that. They ain't done that. Mm-mm. So y'all let me know what y'all thought about this one. But this has been 5 signs, guy. You need to run. There's 5 signs you need to run. Y'all drop the comments. Let me know what y'all think. It's been Taurus Down. This is that Go Hard or Go Home channel. And I'm out of here on this one, y'all. Peace.